Welcome to the Genre Bender. Today, we're breaking down one of the most audacious gambles in pop culture history, the Monkees. Created by TV producers as the American answer to the Beatles, these four guys were supposed to just smile at the camera and lip sync. Instead, they staged a full-blown mutiny. We'll trace their journey from studio plastic to psychedelic experiments and country rock. How did TV characters become icons of a generation and beat the industry at its own game? We're analyzing 18 tracks that changed their destiny and the sound of an era. Are you ready to watch? Get comfortable. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
Next song.
Oh, I could hide me
Daydream Believer.
but it's rain.
It all started with perfect marketing. Producers wanted types, not musicians. But when hits of this caliber enter the fray, the line between fiction and reality begins to blur. The first big step toward global stardom was taken right here.
Baby, do you really need?
Recorded in 1967, this song was the pinnacle of their television success. The iconic piano intro and Davy Jones's mellow vocals created the ultimate pop ballad. Despite its simplicity, the track carries a Baroque pop influence that pushed the band beyond standard bubblegum territory.
And I wipe the sleep out of my.
For our channel, this is an example of a sunshine bend. The AI visualization here should emphasize the contrast between cozy domestic life and soaring dreams. This was the moment the Monkees became family in every household. The song topped the Billboard charts for 4 weeks, proving a screen band could create music for the ages.
Cheer up, sleepy Jean.
Next song.
I thought love was only true and fair.
I'm a Believer.
Me, that's the way it seemed.
If the first song was a dream, the second became an anthem of success. Written by Neil Diamond, it turned the foursome into the primary rivals of the British invasion, capturing airwaves on both sides of the Atlantic.
Not a trace of doubt in my mind.
An absolute hit from 1966. Its bright organ riff and energetic rhythm made it the gold standard of 60s pop rock. Mickey Dolenz delivered one of his best vocal performances, giving the track a drive that rivaled early Beatles recordings.
Fairy tales, and for someone else, but not for.
In the context of the genre bender, this is the point of maximum systemic pressure. We visualize this track as an explosion of color and optimism. It's a case of how a song written by an outsider becomes a cultural code in the hands of charismatic performers. The best-selling single of 1967, still sounding fresh today.
Needed sunshine, I got rain. Oh, then I saw her.
Next song.
No heartache, so no longer lonely nights of
Papa Jean's Blues.
sunny bright that once before was blue. I have
But within the group, resentment was simmering. Michael Nesmith, the only professional musician at the start, wanted to bring his Texan roots to the sound. Thus began the infiltration of country into the pop structure.
for I love you and I know.
A track from their debut album, written by Nesmith. This is an early example of country rock, acoustic guitars, a distinctive walking beat, and a southern flavor. Here, the Monkees sound less like pop idols and more like a Nashville garage band.
Waiting finally one me happiness is all rolled up in you.
A case of the roots band. For visualization, we use images of open roads and prairies mixed with 60s aesthetics. This is a crucial moment. The band shows its teeth, sneaking original material with an atypical sound into a commercial album. The foundation for their future rebellion was laid here.
For I love you and I know you love.
Next song. Mary, Mary.
Mary, Mary, where you going to?
The experiments continued. The band sought a harder, dirtier sound that would resonate with the emerging rock era. In this track, you can feel an energy that would later be picked up by even punk performers.
Eventually, done
Another Nesmith composition, later famously covered by Run DMC, its powerful guitar riff and funky rhythm make it one of the group's most progressive recordings. The Monkees sound bold and confident, stepping away from the nice guy image. The rhythm section here was a decade ahead of its time. This is a rhythmic bend. The eye visualization should be dynamic and high contrast. It's a case of a pop group creating proto-funk and garage rock. We see the transformation. The artists stop being puppets and start playing the music they actually want to hear.
Next song. Every step of the way. Later, during solo years and reunions, the members continue to seek depth. This composition is an example of a mature approach to arrangement and vocals, where the race for the charts is long forgotten.
A lyrical and philosophical composition. You can hear the weariness and wisdom of artists who have been through the meat grinder of fame. The melodics are more complex, and the vocal harmonies harken back to the best of 70s soft rock. A case of the mature bend. The visual sequence should be calmer and more metaphorical. It's a story about a journey where every step matters. It shows that behind the bright facades of show business are real people with their own struggles and searches for meaning.
If you liked the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the Genre Bender channel.
Next
Here
song.
we come, walking down the street.
Hey, hey, we're the Monkees.
We monkey around, but we're too busy singing.
The ultimate brand, the song that was supposed to label them forever. But over time, it transformed from a commercial jingle into an anthem for an entire era of television and 60s youth culture.
Hey, we're the Monkees, and people say we monkey around.
The famous show intro, pure energy, a steady beat, and a catchy chorus. The song was designed for instant recognition, capturing the spirit of adventure and youthful idealism. This is the sound that glued millions of teenagers to their screens.
Hey, we're the Monkees, and people say we monkey around.
In our review, this is the brand band. We use AI to deconstruct this track into atoms of nostalgia. It's the starting point, the mask they were forced to wear. A case of how an artificially created image becomes reality. Despite its commercial nature, there is an inimitable spark in the track.
We're too busy singing to put anybody down.
Next song. Valerie. Sometimes accidental recordings became legendary. This track stands out for its incredible guitar work, which left listeners wondering, could the TV boys really play like that?
Known for its virtuoso flamenco rock guitar solo. Originally recorded for the TV show, it became a hit due to fan demand. Davy Jones sounds incredibly energetic, while the brass arrangement adds a layer of weight and complexity unusual for standard pop. This is an instrumental band. We visualize the speed and passion of this composition. It's a case of technical excellence breaking through producer filters. The group shows their music can be challenging and provocative, forcing critics to reconsider their talent.
But she sure looks different than the way she looked before.
Next song.
Take the last train apart.
Last Train to Clarksville.
No, no, no. No, no, no.
The very first single, the song that started it all. Hidden within it is a subtle irony and social subtext that many miss behind the upbeat rhythm and jangling guitars.
The last train to Clarksville, I'll be waiting at the station.
1966, a debut that went straight to #1. The distinctive guitar lick was inspired by the Beatles' paperback writer, But behind the bright facade was the story of a man heading to war Vietnam, though the word war is never spoken. A bold move for an entertainment group's debut. A case of the subtextual bend. The AI visualization should convey the hidden tension between the joyful sound and the somber meaning. This is an example of the Monkees trying to be deeper than they appeared from day one. Their first Billboard victory and the start of the actor-to-musician transformation.
Next song. Pleasant Valley Sunday.
Just came out to mow his lawn.
Social commentary from pop idols. Yes, it's possible. The group addresses the theme of suburban life, creating one of their most powerful and rock tracks.
Written by Goffin and King, the song explores the emptiness and monotony of suburban life. Michael Nesmith's sharp guitar riff and the building tension in the finale make it a masterpiece of pop psychedelia. It was a manifesto against the very world that created them.
Rock group down the street is trying hard to learn their song.
This is a social bend. The visuals should reflect the surrealism of perfect lawns and plastic smiles. It's a case of artists using their platform to mirror societal issues. The band finally severs ties with the harmless boys image, moving into the league of serious rock.
Next song.
Oh, I could hide,
Daydream Believer.
never ring, but it's ring.
Let's return to their biggest hit, but look at it from a different angle. What is the secret of its longevity? Perhaps it's the sincerity that can't be faked, even with a script.
Oh, you know how happy I can be.
In this version, we focus on Davy Jones's vocals. His delivery warm, slightly naive, but absolutely honest was the key. The song's structure, with its gradual build and choral chorus, created a sense of community. It was the perfect balance between performer talent and songwriting craft.
Neath the wings of the bluebird as she sings.
A case of the vocal bend. We visualize the melody itself, its smooth lines and emotional peaks. It's an example of how the voice becomes the primary tool for genre transformation. The song has seen hundreds of covers, but the Monkees version remains the definitive one.
Cheer up, sleepy Jean.
Next song.
When you had a sad child.
Saturday's Child.
I'm in love with Saturday's child. Every time you take a ride at night.
Early experiments with a garage sound. Here you can hear the influence of British R&B and the raw energy the band brought to their first studio sessions while trying to find their own style.
7 days of the week, mate.
A track from the first album featuring hard guitar drive and a fast tempo. Mickey Dolenz sings with a distinct rock and roll grit. The song shows the Monkees were ready to play heavier music than the TV format required, a way to vent and show their true love for the rock scene.
You wanna kiss and roll away uptight. You can tell the future's looking.
This is an energy bend. Eye visualization in a 60s collage style will highlight the dynamics. It's a case of the spirit of real rock and roll living inside a commercial project. Their potential was clearly much wider than their television roles.
To choose from, but only one is right for me. I know the
Next song. Love is Only Sleeping.
Away and said, once I loved, but love is dead.
A dive into psychedelia, the Monkees didn't sit out the summer of love, creating a track that sounds strange, alluring, and completely outside the pop music canon.
wrap yourself in sorrow.
Through the
An unusual structure, the use of backmasked guitars, and Nesmith's mystical vocals. The track is soaked in the atmosphere of 1967. It was an attempt by the band to step into the territory dominated by Jefferson Airplane and the Doors. The music becomes multi-layered and hypnotic.
and the empty
For our channel, this is a psychedelic band. We use fluid, kaleidoscopic imagery. It's a case of TV idols turning into serious practitioners of the counterculture. This song proves their musical courage and desire to experiment with form and content.
And the moonlight kissed her eyes.
Next song,
Take the last train to Clarksville.
Heart and Soul. Back to the 80s 20 years after their start, the group proved their chemistry still worked, releasing a track that returned them to the charts and reminded everyone of their former glory.
Love doesn't show on your face.
1987, the song that brought the Monkees back to MTV, a modern sound for its time, featuring synthesizers, but with that same unmistakable charisma. The track showed the band successfully survived the change of eras and fit into the 80s aesthetic without losing their identity.
I'll meet you at the station. You can be here by 4:30.
A case of the temporal bend. We visualize the generational connection through 80s neon aesthetics. It's an example of creative longevity. The band shows that their heart and soul are still intact, and their music can adapt to any technological change while remaining recognizable.
Love is a stranger. Love is a box.
If you like the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the Genre Bender channel.
Next song,
Hey, hey, mercy, woman plays a song.
listen to the band.
Tell me I can live without her if I only listen to the...
A moment of truth, Michael Nesmith's farewell song to the group, which became his manifesto as a solo artist and a major step in the development of country rock as a distinct genre.
I need help, I'm falling again.
An epic composition with a brass section and a powerful finale. Nesmith acts as the conductor of his own destiny here. The song sounds grand and ceremonial, symbolizing the end of one chapter and the start of another. It's a moment of absolute freedom.
And no one listens, I need help, I'm falling again.
This is the final bend. Eye visualization should be grand, like a stadium concert. It's a case of the right to one's own voice. Through this track, the band declares their right to be considered real musicians. It became a cult favorite for its sincerity and powerful creative message.
They good, they made me happy, I think I can make it alone.
Next song, Stepping Stone.
You're trying to make your mark in society.
Real punk rock before punk existed. This track has so much aggression and drive that it was later covered by a vast array of bands who recognized the Monkees as their predecessors.
Shoes, but now you're walking around like your front page news.
Harsh organ, aggressive vocals from Mickey Dolenz, and an uncompromising rhythm. The song about refusing to be someone's toy was deeply symbolic for the Monkees themselves. It was their answer to everyone trying to manipulate them, a protest anthem in a 2-minute radio hit.
You're using all the tricks that you used on me. You're reading.
A case of the protest bend. The visual style is sharp, in the spirit of a punk zine. We see how the Monkees bend the pop genre toward garage rock. This is one of their most influential recordings, proving they had teeth and knew how to use them.
You've been awful careful about the friends you choose, but you won't find my name in.
Next song, The Door into Summer. Surrealism and nature, inspired by literature and the search for freedom. This song leads us into a world of soft psychedelia and reflections on the meaning of life beyond the city bustle.
Named after the Heinlein novel, Nesmith's song is filled with a sense of lightness and melancholy. The use of acoustic instruments and gentle harmonies creates an atmosphere of eternal summer. This is music for contemplation, far removed from the noisy hits of their early career. For our channel, this is a literary bend. We use AI to create a world of dreams and sunbeams. It's a case of pop artists drawing inspiration from serious literature. An example of refined taste and the desire to create music that makes the listener stop and feel the beauty of the moment.
As a trade-in for a name upon the
Next song. She Hangs Out.
You know you better keep.
The conflict with producers in a single song. A track that became a bone of contention, revealing the chasm between what was forced on the band and who they actually became.
They do the run, she hangs out.
A single released without the band's consent, leading to the final break with producer Don Kirshner. Despite the scandal, the song itself is an excellent slice of pop soul with powerful brass and Davy Jones's spirited vocals. It symbolizes the highest point of tension in Monkees history.
Say, oh, sister, wow, sister.
This is a conflict band. We visualize the struggle between the individual and the industry. A case of how a good song can become a symbol of entrapment. But this track pushed the boys to take control and record Headquarters, where they played all the instruments themselves for the first time.
Every night, you know you best get down.
Next song. What Am I Doing Humming Round?
I lately took advantage there of a girl who loved me.
The perfect fusion of genres. In this composition, country and rock merge so organically that the track becomes a benchmark for all subsequent generations of musicians in the field.
I didn't know much Spanish and there was no time for talk.
A song with a bright banjo, excellent harmonies, and a sense of freedom. Here, the Monkees sound like a fully realized American rock band. This is the peak of their country rock experiments. The track is devoid of pretense. It is alive, breathing, and genuinely high quality.
I was just a loudmouth Yankee, I went down to Mexico.
A case of genre synthesis. We visualize this as the merging of city and country, old and new. This is the final chord of our story. A group created as a joke became a trendsetter in serious genres, a true genre bender victory.
Then she told me that she loved me not with words but with a kiss.
The Monkees are a story about becoming real in a world of fakes. We've seen 18 facets of their talent, from TV idols to pioneers of country rock and psychedelia. They proved that even if you were assembled by producers, you have a chance to find your soul if you're brave enough. On the Genre Bender, we break down exactly these kinds of transformations. The band didn't just sing other people's songs. They bent the system itself, forcing the world to recognize their right to create. Thanks for joining us on this journey. Subscribe, because there are many more stories ahead about music breaking boundaries and creating new worlds. See you next time.
If you liked the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the Genre Bender channel.